Good afternoon, or what is a cool, bright and sunny day. It is Friday, October the 14th, and I have a nice hot cup of tea. And a box to continue unboxing. Pulling things out, I have already looked at Mazes, which is an old school Renaissance style retro clone from 9th level games. Mazes is a Monsters Fantasy roleplay, sort of like a basic version of that. And then below that, I have these, which are versions of the rules for Mazes, but in fanzine form. So far, I've looked at Swords, Mazes Book 1, and then the other books are Sorcery, Mazes Book 2, Mazes Book 3, Mazes, and then Mazes Book 4, Monsters. But what I'm going to have a look at more detail today is Mazes Sorcery. Lovely buff cover, nice colour, it does stand out, and then the silhouette, it's quite plain and simple, but it's eye-catching. So I wanted to send it back. Mazes is a modern role-playing game that returns to where it all started, daring adventures and going down into dangerous dungeons. Mazes mixes modern, easy to understand RPG rules with the raw feeling of old school swords and sorcery. Telling episodic tales of adventure and danger has never been this exciting or easy. Recruit some adventurers and companions, light your torches and take up your polyhedral dice. It's time to go back to the dungeon. Welcome to Mazes, powered by Polymorph, which is the system. And then gives you a list of all the books. And this is Book 2, The Rules for Magic and Character Creation. So that's all there on the back. That's all there on the blurb. Inside we have Book 2, The Rules to a World of Sorcery and Sorcery, playable with the polyhedral dice and the power of your imagination. There we go. And it's all about creating characters, iconic characters, and how you create our characters. So it's answering. There we go. So we've got answering questions like those listed here, including why do I want to enter the maze, which defines their role, and to roll hearts and stars. How do I solve my problems? Defines your aspect. Who am I in this world? Defines your class on your first edge, essentially your first ability or power. What kind of character am I? Defines your second edge. What do others see in me? Defines your third edge, and so on. What is my name, and what do I look like? Your name and appearance. So, answering all those questions essentially will help you define your character. So, from the start, it's question-led. So, why do you want to enter the maze? To prove that I'm best at what I do. I'm a thinker, because I'm always at the forefront of the action. I hit it with my sword. I want to fight. Someone needs to keep everyone safe. So those are good enough reasons. And you don't have to take one of those. Those are just 4 options given, but there are more. You're not limited at all. Just use your imagination. So it's going through the questions one by one. As you expect, and I say, am I doing it with the edge of my sword, or am I doing it with my excellent skills? And that's how you how you apply your character to any situation with my Eldritch Sorcery. But as you can see, layouts are really nice and clean, simple. Artwork is kept to a minimum, but the silhouettes really does kind of work. And then we've got options, like the Mad Alchemist, the Hard Assassin, with character archetypes you would find in a Swords and Sorcery game. The Dangerous Bravo, the Outcast Burglar. These are all kind of choices you can make whilst you're creating your player character. Street Goblin, Menacing Dragoon, Shadowy Footpad, Street Goblin, Seahawk, if you want to go to sea and become a pirate or privateer, monster hunter. The Forgotten Elf rather than elf. And then we get to the College of Mages. So we've got different types of mages: white mage, red mage, blue mage, green mage, black mage, all the colours there, you know, colours of the spectrum as you would expect, basically colouring it by magical types. Options include Tomb Robber and Itinerant Smith if you want to play a crafter. The Wise Witch, the Old Wizard. Simply presented, you know, it's answering some of those questions there, and then you've got the background and details below. And then suggestions also why you might want to play that type of character. The Wise Witch, recruit a witch into your party if you need solid decisions and a no-nonsense leader. Or the outcast, sorry, it's not the outcast burglar, it's the outcast bugbear. Recruit a bugbear into your party to strike fear into your enemy's hearts and to crush the weak. Brilliant, I love that, that's really fun. Because normally you don't expect to play a bugbear in a role-playing game. They're normally the enemy. So now we get on to the Secrets of Sorcery. And we've got like the School of Conjuration. Enchantment, School of Summoning. Again, simple one-page organisations for all of this content to make it simple, easy to use and accessible. Going through the various domains, so Sky Domain, Sea Domain, Forge Domain, Earth Domain, all the way up to Night Domain, and then we get into the fiction of magic and sort of like, you know, working out, I presume this is going to go into depth on sort of like, you know, how does magic work in your world, how does it work in your game of mazes. And then mechanically spending stars, essentially your luck and your ability in the game for when you want to take an action. And then we have the Exemplar Nomicon, a grimoire of example magics. So really there isn't much of a spell book in here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spells. 8 spells, something like that. I'm miscounting. And sample spells there that you can take automatically. You can choose those or design your own. You've got the freedom to do so with mazes, and then you've got essentially, I'm not quite sure what that is. Character class, character sheet sort of thing. It's quite a bit odd, quite packed. I think it's meant to be a character sheet. Or even a dungeon, not quite sure. But yeah, anyway, that rounds off Sorcery Mazes Book 2. Essentially, the rules for mazes presented in a simpler, more accessible fanzine format. Essentially one of 4. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below, and of course you've got any comments or feedback, appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you see me out here with a box containing a book or game which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do hit that subscribe button down below. In the meantime, thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I'll be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.